I, as an individual, I'm born of two of the major tribal groups within Zimbabwe. So it's the Ndebele and the Shona. And if you know the history of Zimbabwe, there was a conflict that happened between these two tribal groups. And now and again, I'm always having to defend either of them. So I thought to myself, if we are experiencing such things, how about someone who comes from a minority group? And I thought, you know what, I want to do a project that spotlights on how diverse and how beautiful we are as a people of Zimbabwe. And at the same time, using fashion and film to capture that. That's basically how it started.
We had sent out a call out for small grants, and these were for research. And My Culture was one of those proposals that we received to interrogate the different fashion preferences of the different tribes in Zimbabwe.
With My Culture, what we did the most, the designers, they were going into the rural setting, back to where these ethnic groups come from, and having conversations with the old grandmothers and grandfathers that most of the times we shun away from. As a people, maybe as Ndebele people, we wear certain outfits. It means something to us, but most of us, we don't know that. So for us, it was how do we tap back into that, share that with everyone, and interpret in our own way as fashion designers. There's the Ndebele and the Shona. When you come to Zimbabwe, that's all many people know. But apart from that, we've got the Venda, we've got the Xhosa people, we've got the Sotho, we've got the Kalanga, we've got the Zezuru, and having the designers being allocated. And the most important thing actually was cross-allocating the designers.
The project helped in making me realize how there's so much beauty when it comes to culture, and how when you draw inspiration from it, you can create wonders, you can create beautiful outfits. It really stretched me as a designer, and I got to see more.
My Culture as a platform is just taking back your own narrative. It's making sure that you know more about where you come from and who you are, more than the next person.
I remember clearly a time when we went to the Nambia community, and when we got there, the whole community, they were sitting in a circle to welcome us. And when we were there, we always travel with someone who's from the community, who helps us to interpret if there's need to, but also teaches us how to greet and to introduce ourselves in the language. So when we got there and we did that, they all smiled that we're speaking their language. And he says to us, I'm so happy that you came here, because you guys, when you're coming here, you're outsiders. But for you to show interest in us as a small community shows that we are valid. So I remember the second visit that we did, we went to the Kalanga people. And naturally, I like wearing all black and I like accessories. And when I went in there, they gave me a stool to sit on. And then they made everyone else sit on the floor. Only to realize that they thought I was traditional healer. And I'm thinking to myself, it means we need to really do more research. Besides just knowing the language, we also need to know which colors are offensive to these people, which colors should we avoid, and things like that.
Seeing the designers engaging with the different tribes is very eye-opening. And what I've also realized that it's a journey that we are walking through, and which is very life-changing, especially for some of the designers.
We funded I Wear My Culture under a program called Cultural Response to Global Challenges. And one of those challenges was about trying to preserve and protect cultural heritage, both tangible and intangible. But also, it's about sort of cross-cultural collaboration.
So one particular garment that made me feel this is why we do this is the Khoisan collection. To see us having a collection that has such a beautiful interpretation of that, and also assigning a designer who had never done a collection all his life, but the way he interpreted it, for me I was like, you know what, this is it.
Before this project, there wasn't much cultural awareness in my design system. So this I believe this is a turning point, because what we thought was culture was just Ankara, but we didn't know that we had so much, going to the extent of just wearing skin.
In the UK, there's a big conversation right now about sustainability, and it's all about sustaining fabrics and the environment and things, but no one ever talks about sustaining cultures. And I think it's kind of like designers' responsibilities to represent that fashion to other people. So I think it is important.
I hope that my designs will allow Zimbabweans, or at least inspire Zimbabweans, to incorporate culture in their day-to-day fashion, so that they understand that just because you want to dress in a modern way doesn't mean that you should throw away culture and tradition.
So when I think of the heart of our My Culture, I want people to look at the project and wear who they are with pride. Go and just step back into whatever country you're coming from, whether you're in Kenya, whether you're Ghanaian, whether you're Nigerian, wear that with so much pride, because it is only you who can wear yourself better than anyone else.